In half an hour, President Obama will present his latest job growth proposal to a divided Congress.
News 8's Jenna Traum caught up with Governor Walker and La Crosse Democratic leadership today. She joins us now live in our studio with their views on the president's plan.
Mike and Lisa, there's a lot of speculation that President Obama's goal here is to put the Republicans in Congress on the spot. Today I talked with one of the most influential Republicans here in Wisconsin, Governor Scott Walker, to get his take on the plan. As state governments evaluate what the president's speech will mean for them, there's already some disagreement between the parties on the local level. While Governor Walker was here in La Crosse talking to employees at Inland Label and Marketing Services, I got him to weigh in on the president's proposal. He says a plan that loosens up federal regulation of businesses would bring Republicans and Democrats together.
The biggest thing I hear from employers is get government out of the way, is that the EPA, more than any federal agency, but others as well, have been a barrier. If they can do more to pull back on easing some of those regulations, on making them easier to comply with, those are things that have minimal cost attached to it. But in the end, doing that, putting more money back in the hands of the American people, if there are things that remove the barriers, I think Republicans and Democrats alike would like that.
But some Democrats are wary of cutting back on things like environmental regulations, saying it'll cost more in the long run.
The air quality and those environmental qualities do have an impact on the health of individuals. And so when you impact the health of individuals negatively, obviously that increases your costs for health care, and it just becomes kind of a vicious circle.
As far as Wisconsin's job growth situation goes, Governor Walker says the formula is simple. Create consumer confidence. That creates demand for Wisconsin products, which creates Wisconsin jobs.
There's got to be a demand. Supply and demand, you've got to have a demand for products. And as long as we can help generate more consumer confidence, that'll help create a larger demand for the products we create here in Wisconsin.
But for the nation's job prospects as a whole, it looks like President Obama has his work cut out for him. The number of people applying for unemployment benefits across the country rose last week, a sign that little hiring is taking place. And unless the two parties can compromise, we could see gridlock like the debt ceiling debates all over again.
Really, I'm hoping that Republicans will work with the president. We've seen a lot of that bickering and inability to work together, and the whole thing about raising the debt ceiling and all of that kind of bickering has been harmful to the country.
The plan President Obama will announce tonight is expected to come out to hundreds of billions of dollars and include tax relief, spending to support construction jobs, state aid, and unemployment insurance.
Thanks, Jenna. A new Pew Research Center poll shows the majority of Democrats, Republicans, and independents doubt the president's plan will do much to create jobs.